Having this conversation with myself because I've been so damn frustrated lately. I'm gonna share something with you. We have to stop being upset, disappointed, and shocked when someone who's never really rode for you don't ride for you. Let me break that down a little bit. You ever been in a situation where you don't really you don't have too many people that you vent to? And when you vent, out of habit, you vent to somebody, and midway through your vent, you're realizing, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm sharing this moment with this person. I don't know why I am letting myself open up and just fire off everything that's going on with me right now, when I know that they just won't wholeheartedly side with me. They won't wholeheartedly say, hey, you know what? You're right. And that's fucked up. Do you guys have someone like that in your life? Or maybe a few people like that? I deal with that a lot because there are not a lot of people locally here in my life. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people, but when I say there are not a lot of people around me, I'm talking about people who genuinely know me as a person. Behind the scenes, not on the baseball field, like know me, like really know me. There are not a lot of those people. And when things go sideways for me, out of habit, I tend to vent to people that I probably shouldn't, because they've shown a history of just kind of either blowing it off or just not riding for me. And what I mean by riding for me, is is having your back, saying, you know what, that is fucked up what you're going through. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna speak up. I need to talk to this person, or I need to talk to these people because I know them too. And what's going on is fucked up. Whether it's this, that, or the other, I'm gonna say something, because that's bullshit. Everything that you do, you don't deserve that shit. You don't deserve the way this is going down. But instead, it's always well, maybe you should look at it this way. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not that big a deal. Maybe, did you do this by any chance? Or, I don't know. I hear you, but I go through this with a few people. And then I start thinking back and I'm like, I start thinking about some of the most difficult times in my life and what role these people played in it and where they were on whatever subject it was. And then I'm reminded, why are you expecting this person to have your back? Why are you expecting this person to be the one to make you feel better with what's going on? Why are you expecting this person to be like, I am with you 100%, and that's fucked up? Why are you expecting that? They've already shown you when you really needed them years ago or whatever, and whatever situation it was, they weren't there for you. They've shown you that. So what are you frustrated about? And why do you keep venting to these people? It's habit. And I know if you're listening, you probably have the same habit. If you're shaking your head and you're saying, man, I pick up the phone and I call this person or I text this person, and then I realize, why am I doing that? Because it's habit. And if you're like me, it's because there isn't a lot of people here in my hometown around me that are close to me. It's just a bad habit that somehow I've got to break. Somehow I've got to get away from it. And honestly, it's not going to be through venting to someone else. It's going to be by throwing myself into the gym. It's going to be by, throwing myself into the word, you know what I mean? Throwing myself into the podcast and getting things off my chest more. Because, man, over this last week and a half, 2 weeks, venting has just backfired on me. It's just completely backfired. That moments like that, and it makes me envy those who have a life partner who has their back and is like, I'm with you whether you're right or wrong, because you're my guy. I don't give a fuck if you're right or wrong. I'm with you, and fuck them people. But some people just don't. They don't function like that. They just don't. And if you're venting to those people and you have the bad habit like I do, and you keep venting and texting or calling this person and letting shit fly off off the top of your head to them, stop. Because if you're doing it like I am, it makes things worse. It gets you more pissed off. It gets you more frustrated. And then that shit just starts to bleed into everything else in your life. It starts to make you mad, and you're in public and you're upset, and you're around other people and you're upset. I know, because that's what I've been going through for the last 2 weeks. There have been a lot of things that haven't gone my way recently. And I have been venting, and I've been venting to the wrong fucking people. And to be honest with you, I got to learn to just shut my mouth and not talk to these people about shit that I really need someone to have my back on. Because they are the incorrect people to call. They are the incorrect people to text. Because they just don't get it. They've never understood what it means to stand 10 toes down and be down with somebody, and to ride with somebody and say, fuck those guys, I'm with you. I grew up like that. I learned from people that were around me. That's how I grew up. I was just taught as a teenager. Who gives a fuck if your boy's wrong? If he's wrong, fuck it. We'll figure it out after this whole situation is done. But right now, we got a situation to handle. That's how I was born. Not born. That's how I was raised. And I get frustrated when people don't understand that concept, because for me, I feel like it's a very simple concept. If I've shown you that I deserve your support, if I've shown you that I bust my ass, if I've shown you by my actions and not just by talking that I'm worthy of you taking my side and saying, you know what, I'm with you, fuck that, then I feel like you should be in my corner. Not kind of halfway, not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Nah. And you should go to bat for me, because you know what I do all the time? I go to bat for so many people, man. I have tough conversations every week. I'm not fucking kidding you guys. I have tough conversations every week. I say exactly what's on my mind, and I know there are consequences to it. I know that there are going to be people that get pissed off. I know that people are going to have choice words for me because they don't like the way I said something or they don't like the way I approach a topic. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel, how it is. And sometimes people look at you because you're so bold and brazen about it because they're not used to that. But I have the tough conversations. And when I catch myself not doing that, I check myself real quick. And I make sure to have the conversation that maybe I avoided for a day or two because I know that's not me. I did that yesterday. And that person is probably watching and listening right now. Made the phone call, had the conversation, said where I was, said my piece, stood on everything that I said, apologized for a certain thing that I handled the wrong way, but I stood on everything that I said and why I did what I did. Stop venting to the wrong people. Stop giving people that side of you that don't deserve it because they probably don't understand that part of you and they probably really don't give a fuck. You're probably irritating them by texting them and calling them and telling them all your bullshit. Find another outlet. If you're like me, go to the gym. Just beat yourself in the gym. Just beat yourself up. Read a book. Go for a walk, a hike. But stop picking up the phone and texting or calling and venting everything out of your heart and soul to the wrong people because it just makes things worse. I'm telling you that because my last 2 weeks have been fucked up. And I'm at my limit. I'm just at my limit. I don't give a fuck who is around me that doesn't fuck with me, that does fuck with me, whatever. I don't. If you're with me, cool. If you're not with me, cool. Ask me if I give a fuck. I really don't. I'm so used to being solo that it's not even funny anymore. You know, this is why a lot of men don't discuss shit with people. They just don't. Men just clam it up, just don't say shit. And you guys see those videos and on TikTok and Instagram and wherever else you're at. You see them all the time. Men going through shit. When you ask them, they always say, "I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine." That's me. I say it all the time. I could be having the most fucked up day. And if someone walks up and says, "How you doing?" "Good. How you doing?" Because why? Why vent? It's not worth it. We're supposed to just do our job. We're supposed to work. We're supposed to be great fathers. We're supposed to do everything that we're supposed to do. We're supposed to put our lives on the back burner and just suck it up and make it happen. And I'm good with that. Trust me. I'm not complaining. I'm fine doing what I'm supposed to do, and I do it every day. But one thing that I have to tweak is the people that I do vent to, it has to stop. It just has to stop because it's been doing nothing but pissing me off. I'd rather go to the gym and just put my headphones on and lift until I can't lift anymore and then hit the sauna and then come home and pass out. Or I'd rather read until my eyes can't stay open anymore. Or do like I have been known to do. Just drop down to my knees and go to the edge of my bed and pray and just let it all out and vent to God. Because venting to people has not been working for me. At least the people that I've been venting to. I'm okay. Got a lot of shit going on. Kids are super busy. Having teenagers is wild. Every now and then they go off the rail and you kind of have to check them and let them know, like, hey, watch your fucking mouth. I'm doing everything that I can for you and putting myself on the back burner. Everything I'm doing is for you. Have a little respect. Every now and then you got to remind them. And for me now, I'm having to remind adults, hey, don't fucking play with me. Don't ask me to do more shit than you've already asked me to do. Don't offer and not offer me something in return. I appreciate the compliments. I appreciate, the good words for everything that I do. But don't be funny and try to put more on my plate and not offer something in return. And when you see me doing good, don't come over here and try to jump on the ship, so to say. Because you see I'm doing good. And the people around me are doing good. Don't do that. That shit's weak. And it's been happening. I feel like I've been a fullback who's got a running back behind me, and I'm just pounding the hole and making sure everybody's out of the way so we can have a clear path. That's what I feel like I've been doing for a lot of the things that I have my hand in right now. And for the most part, it's working. But I'll tell you, man, the days that it's not working, having someone to vent to would be nice. But like I always tell you guys, I'm good. And honestly, there will come a time when that person is laying right here next to me. It's just not now. It's just not my time right now. And I'm okay with that. So be careful who you vent to. Be careful who you pour your heart out to. Be careful who you tell all the things that are bothering you throughout your week, the things that aren't going your way. Especially if you're hoping that this person is going to be 100% on your side and say the right things. And they don't. Be careful. Because it could just make things worse. I am going to correct that bad habit of mine. I am. Because every time it happens, I kick myself in the ass. And I need to respect myself more. Because the people that I'm venting to, they don't deserve to know that side of me. That's not for them to know. It's the truth. If you felt this and you think someone should hear it, please share it. Like I always say, my life isn't perfect. Oftentimes it is a mess, but for me, it is the perfect mess. Peace.